Hey everybody, welcome back again. This is Dr.NoItAll. So, this is a follow-up to my other video on making custom-sized pop rivets for Chevy LS valve covers. And it was talking about putting these oil baffles back in once you remove them to clean underneath of them. So, as I said in the video, or another video, there are two options. You can drill them somewhat, remove the covers, clean it, drill them just a little bit more, and then put pop rivets back in. Okay, you can make custom length pop rivets. I showed how to do that. Or you can drill them all the way through and tap the holes and use an M5 screw, machine screw. And that's what I've done here. So as you can see, this covers back in. Now I ran out of screws on this one, so I didn't do all of the holes. I drilled some extra holes for more drainage out of here so it doesn't get quite so filled up with oil. And the silicone you're seeing up here is another one. Nope, this is one of the factory ones that was actually still tall enough I was able to mash it over. But basically a layer of silicone back where this raised part is, and put it back on, rivet it in. There's another one of the factory ones that I was able to reuse. Same with this side. Okay. They also worked like guide pins for putting these back on. That was really cool. Drilled these extra holes. That way it's got a little more drainage than just these factory slots. And drilled and tapped these back ones. I did not drill all the way through the valve cover, but in the center, where the valve cover is fairly thin, I did drill all the way through the valve cover. And these are M5 by 6 millimeter 0.8 thread screws, and as you can see, they just barely stick through. And I do have silicone down in the holes to make sure these screws seal in there real tight and don't back out. You can see where I mushed the silicone back and forth with my finger on that one. But there's one of these where I couldn't get, I think it was this one actually, right here. I couldn't get the hole, I couldn't get the hole drilled quite deep enough for the pop rivet to go in and feel secure. So I did drill it all the way through, and it ends up being that it's right at the 6 millimeter. Look, the silicone's still a little wet. It's right at the 6 millimeter mark. So this is literally flush with the top of the valve cover. So that works out pretty good. Now, I could have hidden these a little better if I would have used, like, say, stainless screws. They would be silver to match the valve covers. You can see I've cleaned this one. I haven't cleaned this one. But I'm running out of time to put this motor together, so I'll probably just replace these later. I don't know, or I just won't worry about it. I was going to clean and polish these kind of like I did with the Lifter Valley baffle, or I'm sorry, Lifter Valley cover. So you can see my Lifter Valley cover, I've kind of tried to polish it here a bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. And this is just, I'm using the old ones as just keep dirt out of the holes best I can, because I don't have to clean it more. And now I probably just got silicone on there. But this, I used went over with 800 DA, and then 1500 grit paper, and then 2000 grit paper, and then some mag wheel polish, and just buffed it by hand, and that's what you get. And this is where you're going to see only about that much of it in the front of the motor. That's why I didn't do the back half. You can see just where I cleaned it off, and then as I get closer to the front, I cleaned it a bit better, and that's the laziness part of this. But you're not going to see this. The intake manifold is going to cover like to here, and you'll only be able to see about 2 inches into this, so I wasn't that worried about it, and that'll look good enough. And I might do the same thing with the valve covers. I might go and polish, or I might just leave it this like brushed aluminum look, especially with the dark colored screws. I'm just really not worried about it anymore. I was going to wait for stainless screws to arrive, but I just didn't. So anyway, this is now long enough. That's how you do it. You can drill and tap the holes, or you can use pop rivets, and they're in there nice and secure. As you can hear, they're not loose. Plus, the silicone will help hold them in. You got 3 secure methods there. So, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Have a great day.